Do you want your credit score to go from this
Master looks after us now.
to looking like this? In this video, you'll see everything I did to get my credit score from the 500s to over 800. So if you want the best credit cards, opportunities, and interest rates, make sure you watch this video till the end. Before you can improve your credit score, you'll need to know what it is. In Canada, there are two different credit bureaus that report credit, Equifax and TransUnion. So really, you have two different credit scores. Now there's many ways to check your score. To simplify it, use the Borrowwell app for your Equifax score and use Credit Karma for your TransUnion score. Now let's begin. Number one, keep accounts open. If you have extra funds, it may be tempting to just pay off the rest of that car or student loan. But once you fully pay off an installment loan, your credit will take a negative hit. This is also the case for credit cards, mortgages, line of credits, etc. This is because once the account closes, you'll have less accounts open and a lower average age of open accounts. These affect your length of credit history, which in total makes up 15% of your credit score. You will also have less open account types and less credit available. So keep making your minimum payments on loans and keep credit cards and line of credits open even if you don't use them. I had a Capital One credit card with a $60 annual fee that I kept open to just maximize my credit score. Once I got my mortgage, I decided to close it, which temporarily lowered my score but has since recovered. Number two, diversifying your credit mix. There's 4 types of credit: revolving, installment, mortgage, and open. Revolving will be credit cards and line of credits. Installment will be auto loans, student loans, and personal loans. Mortgages will be mortgage loans for property or land. And open will be something like a mobile service plan. The more types of credit you have, the more points you'll earn. Just note that having too many of one type can lose points, like having 9 credit cards. Also consider that the mix of credit only makes up 10% of your total credit score, so actions in this section don't have much impact. Number 3, keep your credit utilization as low as possible. 30% of your credit score is made up of your credit utilization. Credit utilization is how much of your available credit are you using or utilizing. So if you have a credit card with a credit limit of $1,000 and you've spent 500 of that, your credit utilization is 50%. Generally, under 30% is good credit utilization, but for maximum points, you want to aim for 10% or below. You may notice large swings on your credit score. This is usually due to your credit utilization. But there's a strategy where you can pay off your balance just before the lender reports it to the credit agency, so your credit utilization is always reported low. I just make my payments to my credit cards on a weekly basis. Number 4, minimize hard inquiries. There's 2 types of inquiries. Soft inquiries, like checking your credit score for informational purposes. These do not affect your credit score. And hard inquiries, like when you apply for a credit and a lender checks your score for approval. These do affect your credit score. Hard credit inquiries make up 10% of your total credit score. Hard inquiries can last 3 years on your report, but usually stops affecting your credit score after 12 months. So to minimize hard inquiries, don't apply for more than 1 loan a year, or keep loans years apart for even more points. That being said, there is a bunching rule for loans like a mortgage or a car loan. Multiple inquiries within 45 days for the same type of loan will only count as 1 inquiry. Your excuse? I'm being financially responsible. Number 5, check for errors. If there is an error on your credit report, you have the right to dispute it. Gather your evidence and contact the credit bureau and the lender. This can just be a mistake from the lender or might even be a sign of identity theft.
Identity theft is not a joke.
Something like a late payment error can drastically decrease your credit score. So check for any errors and keep monitoring your credit history for signs of fraud. This is why credit report apps are important to have. Not only can you see your credit score and history, but they have alerts for suspicious activity and fraud. Number 6, increase your credit limit. Any revolving credit you have, like credit cards or line of credits, will have a total credit available. The higher your credit available, the lower you can keep your credit utilization, which I already mentioned is a major part of your credit score. So if your financial institution offers a credit limit increase, it would be wise to take it. Also, this way to increase your credit limit may not result in a hard inquiry. Now, you can request a credit limit increase, but it's more likely it will trigger a hard inquiry. The hard inquiry may temporarily decrease your score, but in the long run, the additional credit will increase it. Number 7, enroll in a credit building loan. These are paid programs that help build your credit. They work by a provider giving you a loan and you make monthly payments on it minus the fees. Then they report your on-time payments to the credit bureau, essentially increasing your credit score. Now, these programs work in all different ways. Providers of these programs include BMO, Borrowell, Koho, Refresh, and Spring Financial. From personal experience, my credit score increased 21 points in 6 months using the Koho credit building program, and it cost me a total of $42. This isn't a permanent way to increase your score. Think of it as a little paid boost to your credit score just until you find a perfect credit card or loan you're looking for. If you want to learn more about the Koho credit building program, check out this link up here or look for the link in the video description. Number 8, get a secured credit card. This is how you get in or back in the game. If you have no credit history or a bad credit history, a secured credit card is your first step to building your credit score. This is just like a normal credit card, but usually requires a deposit and will likely have guaranteed approval. Some of the best ones include the Neo Secured card, the Home Trust Secured Visa, and the Capital One Secured MasterCard, which I've used firsthand. I know, I used to be crazy.
That's 'cause I used to be young.
Get a secured credit card, use it and make little purchases, and pay it off in full each month. And in no time, your credit score will be good enough for number 9. An unsecured credit card. This is the tried and true method to increase your credit score. 35% of your credit score is made up of your payment history. A normal credit card is more beneficial than a secured one, mainly because of a higher credit limit available, which will keep your utilization lower. They may also have better interest rates, rewards, travel, and other benefits. The optimal amount of credit cards you'll need will depend on your spending and how much credit you have available. It's good to have enough cards or credit to keep your credit utilization under 30%. After enough time, credit cards alone can put your credit score in the 800s. My credit score is currently 831 on Credit Karma and 819 on Borrowell, but I never got this high overnight. I had to wait 7 years before my collections and missed payments disappeared from my credit. My credit score never saw a big jump till these were purged out. But if you don't have any negative information on your credit score and you follow these tips, it won't take you long to have an excellent credit score. Also, keep in mind that your credit score isn't the only factor a lender takes into consideration. Your income, income to debt ratio, current assets, and how much you pay for housing will also play a big role in deciding your credit worthiness. Now, if you're looking for some of the best credit cards in Canada, check out the video on the right of the screen. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep making money moves. Peace.